Chapter 5.2, Day 1, Properties of Rational Exponents and Radicals. Properties of rational exponents. So we have done these properties in the past, but we are going to review these properties. So the first property is product of powers, and definition for this one is when you have two same bases, then you're going to add the powers when you multiply them. So you're going to get here is a to the power m plus n. Similarly, when you have 3 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 1, and when you multiply the same bases, you're going to add the power. So the answer for this one is going to be 6, 3 to the power 6. For power of a power property, you're going to have one base and then you have two powers. In this case, you're going to multiply m times n. And for that, you're going to have 2 times 3 as an exponent, so 2 to the power 6. Next is power of a product. So you're going to just think like distributing this power with A and with B. So you're going to write it as A to the power M, distribute the power M with A, and then with B. So same thing here, 2 to the power 3 and 3 to the power 3. You can further simplify that if you want, and that's going to be 8 times 27. Going to be 216. Now we have here is negative exponent. So what is negative exponent? We always want our answer to be as positive exponent. So we're going to make this negative exponent as positive. So we're going to flip that 1 over a to the power m. So whenever you take a reciprocal, you're going to turn that negative into positive. So for example, 2 to the power negative 3, you're going to flip that as 1 over 2 to the power 3, and that's going to be 1 over 8. Doesn't matter the base. So doesn't matter the base for zero exponent. Whenever you have an exponent as 0, the answer is always going to be 1. So this is going to be 1. Next is quotient of powers. So when you have a same base, different power in a division form, then you're going to subtract the power. So you're going to have here is a to the power m minus n. So when you divide same bases with different power, you're going to subtract the power. So that's going to be 3 minus 2 as an exponent. So answer is 3 to the power 1. A to the power m divided by b to the power m. And that's going to be 4 to the power 3 divided by 7 to the power 3. Now we are going to apply some of the properties that we discussed in that table earlier. Product of power, multiply, same bases, add the power. Power of a power, multiply the powers if you have one base. So let's do number 1 here. And that's going to give you 2 to the power 4 plus 5. And that is 2 to the power 9. W to the power 6 plus 8. And that is W to the power 14. For number 3, you have 4 to the power 1, 4 to the power 4, and 4 to the power 3. And when you're going to add, you're going to get 1 plus 4 plus 3. And that is 4 to the power 8. Next is you're multiplying same bases, so you're going to add the powers. 8 plus 1 plus 4, and that's gonna give you x to the power 13. 5 to the power 1 over 2 plus 3 over 2, and that is 5 to the power 4 over 2, and that is 5 to the power 2 or 25. Either way you're going to answer would be correct. Next is 7 to the power 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2. So that's going to be 1 over 4 plus 2 over 4. So 7 to the power 3 over 4. Remember, when you're adding the fraction, you need to have same denominator. So that's why 1 over 2 is turned into 2 over 4. Next is when you have power of a power, then you're going to multiply the power with each other. So that is 3 to the power 30, 7 to the power 12, x to the power 20, and then you're going to distribute the power here. So 6 to the power 24, 8 times 3 is 24, y to the power 12, and that's your answer. So let's box the answer here. Next is 3 to the power 5 over 2 times 2. So 2 and 2 cancel. 3 to the power 5. 2 to the power 2 over 3 times 3. So 3 and 3 cancel. So that's going to be 2 to the power 2, and that's 4. 13. When you have power of a product, you're going to distribute the power with both the numbers. So the answer is this. You can simplify it more if you want to, but these are big numbers, so I just left it there. This one is x to the power 6 times y to the power 6, and this is 5 to the power 2 times 6 to the power 2 times 7 to the power 2. Again, you can use the calculator. 5 to the power 2 is 25, 36 times 49, but you can also leave it there. 8 to the power 5 times x to the power 5, 16 to the power 1 over 2 times 9 to the power 1 over 2. So whenever you have a 1 over 2 as a power, that's going to be square root. So square root of 16 is 4, and square root of 9 is 3. So the answer is 12. 6 to the power 1 over 2 times 6, and 4 to the power 1 over 3 times 6. So that's 6 to the power 3. And when you solve this, it's going to be 4 to the power 2. So 6 to the power 3 times 4 to the power 2. Negative exponent, you're going to flip it to make it positive. So that's going to be 1 over 16. 1 over 3 to the power 3, that's going to be 1 over 27. 3 to the power 2 times 1 over x to the power 5. So that's 9 over x to the power 5. 1 over 27 to the power 1 over 3, and x squared as it is. Only flip the ones with have a negative sign, and x squared doesn't have a negative sign, so stay on the top. This is cube root of 27, that is 3, and on the top you have x squared, so your answer is x squared over 3. 1 over 36 to the power 1 over 2, and that's going to be square root of 36, and 1 over 6 is your answer. You can make that fraction, and that becomes 1 over 3 instead of negative. So when you distribute, it becomes 6 times 1 over 3 and 3 times 1 over 3. 3 cancel. You're going to get here is 3 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 1, and that is 3 to the power 3. The answer is 127. Next is zero exponent. So when you do the zero exponent, doesn't matter the base, Whenever you have exponent as 0, you're going to get the answer 1. So this is a base 45. Exponent is 0, answer is 1. Answer is 1. And in this case, this is the whole base and the power is 0, so answer is going to be 1. 8 as it is, and the power of x is 0, so you're going to get 8 times 1, so that's 8. 3 as it is, x to the power 0 is 1, plus 1 plus 1, that's going to be 3 plus 1 plus 1 is 5. 11 times 1 times 1, z to the power 10, so answer is 11 z to the power 10. 12 plus 1 divided by 1, and that's 13.